will kick it away to start. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. The AT unit on the field. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That last one just the way you draw up a kickoff return. 87 yards, and he housed it. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Offense set on first down. The give to the tailback. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Looking for a man. It's Raiola. He finds his man, and he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Trying to find his man on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Now on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Catch in the middle. It's Jordan. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Comes out throwing on first down. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. He'll just keep slinging it. Catch in the middle, it's Jordan. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. And the Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. From the gun, the ground game. They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the air, it's Raiola. Now adjusting. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A first down for the offense. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He's looking to throw it. Wasting no time taking a shot. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. The expressway is wide open. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The Nittany Lions line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State! Well, 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 somebody's been doing their box jumps.
Wait, Ryan, getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's McBride. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. This offense is so deep in the hole, it looks like the end zone's at the end of the earth. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He turns that loose down the right side. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. Line gets set, first down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. First down to start the drive after the break. Wants to throw. It's Raiola. Floating away. He's going to run it. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. He's back to throw on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Nash. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And fired the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation.
Striving for the goal line. Loose football. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football.
You know, these running backs have to keep 5 points of pressure on the ball, especially against this defense that prides themselves on creating takeaways, and the offense, real lucky they jumped on that one.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. To throw, it's Raiola. Got it! He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
What an outstanding job by that guy. Ball's on the ground, he finds it, he scoops it up, and he's not thinking, hey, I'm just going to go down, I'm going to go out of bounds. I'm trying to score. He's got a convoy, he's got people.
Close to the end zone, and the ball's out. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
And this is why a lot of offensive coaches are okay going into halftime, trailing, not being too aggressive. Because when you try to make things happen, sometimes disaster strikes. And you just saw it right there.
And he picks it off in their end zone. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And the point after is good. So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You've got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Throws to the back. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
To the air, it's Raiola. Fires the pass, intercepted. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the big fella. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going up top on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Jordan. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'll immediately call timeout. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
That's the end of the first half, with the game tied.
The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start the 2nd half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Back to throw, it's Raiola. This time it's complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. First and 10 coming up. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Leaves it with the back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team's being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. They turn to the passing game on third and short. Looking to buy time. Got it in the middle, it's Waddle. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The Buckeyes are marching down the field. From the gun, running back on the move. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Got a man, it's Roberts. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. And the Buckeyes will line it up on first and 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll put the tight end in motion. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He caught it. Touchdown, Ohio State. And that one will give them the lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Got it past the marker. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. They're trying to get to it. And that one would have been picked off if he could have stayed in bounds, and the quarterback will live to tell about it. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, third and long coming up. Looking for a man. It's Griffin. Going up top. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. That can be... And the Buffaloes will boot it away to start the game. He'll call for the fair catch here. Looking for a productive play on first down. Hand off from the shotgun. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback checking the play. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Got his man quickly. Still running at the 40. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Really nice throw there to get the first down. And, you know, when you think about Ohio State quarterback play, especially here recently, it all comes down to efficiency. You have to make good decisions. You got to read the defense, and you got to be accurate. When you think of guys like Justin Fields, C.J. Stroud, guys who went in the first round, that's what they did. And this guy right here, I think he has the ability to be a first-rounder in the future.
Wants to throw on first down. Sends it downfield. Oh, he dropped intercepted, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
And good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
Wide receiver shows motion. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. He'll take another shot here. Fires into traffic, picked off. Trying to take it back. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
Well, the defense came into this game, guys, knowing that they were going to be tested with the offense throwing it vertically down the field. And you saw it right there on the opening drive. They were ready for it. Great job locating the ball and getting the INT.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Pass to 45. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Colorado! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. He'll try to tack on one more. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw? He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Judkins. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
Quarterbacks are, there's so many adjectives to describe them: calm, cool, collected, accurate, so on and so on. But a lot of times it's just smart, understanding the situation, the down and distance, and knowing where that 1st down marker is. Great job going to get that 1st down, new set of downs.
Looking downfield, it's Raiola. He fires one deep down the right side. Fires into traffic, intercepted. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, with no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. Line gets set, 1st down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He chucks one out to the right. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Running back goes in motion. With jet sweep pass. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Touchdown, Buffaloes! What a grab and go for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Quarterback will audible. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Gets it out fast. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, no question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wide out, and the defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Lets it fly deep downfield. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Getting set for the point after. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time. Well, he's taking the shot. Catch inside the 30 and still running. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Buffs! That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
Oh, if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And it's in. For the massive, explosive play instead, they're looking at a third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He needed that extra space as he bangs his way to the 14. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. To the air. It's Young. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. It's complete to the right. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Finds the tight end. Bulldozes him. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
It is so good for offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
They'll throw it on first down. And it's picked off. Takes it the other way. Running inside the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. Fair catch, called for and made. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They need something that goes forward this time on second and long from the 14. To the air, it's Young. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Flushed out of the pocket. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
And this is why you don't want to get in these situations. Third and long, defense knows it's pass. They're playing pass, playing deep. QB has nowhere to go with the football, so he just throws it away.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. checking on. He wants to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. At the 45, on his way. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, they dial up a pass play there on first down, and how about the quarterback there? Buys time, he's outside, he's looking for people to get open on the scramble drill, but there's nothing happening, and just a really quick decision to decide to take off and go get another first down now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
The give to the lone running back. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else would be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Touch pass on the run. Touchdown, Colorado! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. On to attempt to try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Looking to pass. It's Raiola. Fires left. A strike downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play. And you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking to go up top on first down. He lets it fly. Pulls it in inside the 10. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. with the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And here they come, almost all the way back. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Palmer.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Dropping back, it's Young. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off.
Oh, dog.
Still on his feet at the 35.
Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do?
Catch him. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down.
Stupid.
He'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Quickly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing it. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Pressure coming. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Buckeyes in the hurry up. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Gonna let it fly. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. They're bringing... He's going for a big play downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Can't find his man.
If you want to watch a shark movie, I saw a new one come on Hulu. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Bitch, não pega não, né? Oh. Let's do it. What did he say?
The Buckeyes will put total leather and will get started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. First down here for the offense. Back to throw, it's Young. Quickly complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
On second down, just keeps firing. Using the quick game. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Live by the blitz, get hit with a chunk play on the blitz too, especially if you're man up on that dude.
And you know what? You lose some battles, especially to receivers like this who are so elite. You're going to lose some of those, but I'm still going to be aggressive. I'm still going to play man. I'm still going to have to bring some blitzes. So I look for this defense to stay aggressive, but maybe give that guy a smidge more attention.
The sure hands, it's Quinn. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Motion from the offense. Looking to throw it again. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
What is Mud supposed to be your skin
Talk about
game?
a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. Fast motion from the offense. From the gun, the running back has it. At the 40, there he goes. Open runway ahead. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. And he tacks on the extra point. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. After that latest answer, tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not
6
much
years
to be
for
found
shooting
as
there.
he stopped at the 18. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Wide out in motion. Back to pass, it's Young. He'll pull it down. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Didn't get much. Picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed now. Early in the game, a chance to create momentum, to swing back to the other side of the football field.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end.
I'm a roof.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Incomplete, the defense holds.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play. You've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive. He's not able to come up with it.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge and just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
They'll throw it on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Thornton.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. The defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Young. He looks that one in nicely. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Everybody holds their breath when this guy has the ball. On defense now, you got to stop the bleeding because you're allowing one of the best at his position in the sport of college football. Now have back-to-back catches. You better be anticipating this offense going back to him again right here.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. He makes a grab. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Grab near the sticks. It's Quinn. He gets it in. Touchdown, Rebels.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Fair catch, called for and made. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Firing to the right, complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. I mean, again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Now sliding to his left. A shot toward the end zone. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man.
Y'all realize he's too grown-ass anyway.
The Rebels will boot it away to start the second half.
I mean, y'all fighting over the daughter and shit like that. Y'all know your daughter is grown-ass women.
Not going to risk a return
You see, you ain't going to no school to defend your daughter. Like, these are two grown-ass women, bro.
Here comes
Your daughter could defend herself.
Onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Feeling some heat. Trying to get rid of it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On second down, he'll fire. Throwing right. It's caught. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. New set of downs after that completion. The aerial assault continues. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jordan. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
From the 30-yard line on first down. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for an open man on second down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. And the Buckeyes want to move quickly. And the quick shuffle pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job on the D.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field.
You said no debates.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Pulls it in. It's Quinn. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the fourth quarter gets underway. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking to throw, it's Young. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Got room on the return. The pressure was rising. Drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so at the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise. You can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback starting to lose his cool.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
This defense defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Ole Miss 14.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Quinn.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody in bounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. They're staring down the defense and this crowd on this huge 3rd and 4. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down.
This offense has their work cut out for them because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline and you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and lead the clock.
Trailing by a touchdown, this 4th down opportunity is gargantuan. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that 1st down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Buckeye.
Oh. Don't get about. Bro, I hate this fucking state. Like, bro, like what? Like it would. I guess. I'm trying. Would you like to watch the movie? What movie you want to watch? Ooh, you want to watch that new Tyler Perry series on Netflix? Damn. Long ass twist. So. You watch the gray one? Why you gotta be bitch though?
FIU will kick it off to get things underway. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch.
Well, who's having a good time? You so noisy, bitch.
On first down, here comes this offense. From the gun. Give on the inside. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I
It could be.
Block
That's
that. How about
together.
the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Damn, that's crazy.
Quarterback
Damn,
changing the
fix
plays
it,
at the
Wade.
line. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Working that left side now. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I think quarterback dropping that understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
On third and long, he has to throw for it.
I'm like, y'all can't fight.
Quick strike complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on fourth down in his own territory. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Jordan. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. After picking up this first down on the ground, let's see what they do. He's looking to throw it. Quarterback adapting. He'll pull it down and run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
And that's a gut punch, especially if you're the offensive coordinator, because that was sort of a foreign look, the pre-snap motion, a timing play, trying to get the receiver the football quickly. You're expecting to outflank the defense, but give the defense a ton of credit. They made the bigger play, and now they've set you up in a fourth down.
And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. First down for this offense. Quarterback checking the play. Trying to find his man on first down. Finds his man. It's Nash. Still running at the 40. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. And sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and they were lucky that that ball went out of bounds.
Yeah, they sure were. These ball carriers have got to know that this defense, they play with so much aggression, and they're always trying to get extra hats to the football. You have got to protect this thing at all costs. Lucky that ball rolled out of bounds.
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline.
And that receiver had nobody around. That has got to be embarrassing for the defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
The give out of the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. To the air. It's Raiola. Snags it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Number 1 in the end zone.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Florida International, 0.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being...
Fires into traffic, it's picked off. At the 40, there he goes. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Quarterback will audible. Wants to throw. It's Raiola. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. And he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
And he physically
That hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete to the right. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Using his legs, it's Judkins. They wrestle him down after he picks up 6 inside the 20 and down at the 18. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. They move the tight end all over. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
Oh, Lord.
So they take over with great starting field position, moving 36 yards. And the score comes on a 12-yard
Stop being
touchdown
dramatic.
pass. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away.
Stop being dramatic.
On the move from inside his 5. He's got great speed. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Looking to move it through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Alexander. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Going up top on first down. Got his man quickly. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down.
Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Florida International.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop, go to the half, get all the juices, all the excitement. And listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full.
How are you even getting this?
He'll call for the fair catch here. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complementary football up to
that's
this
crazy.
point. But this is a
That's
huge
crazy.
opportunity, David, for them to
crazy.
really create some momentum.
Well, and the defense did such a good job keeping him in the game early. Now,
that's
holding down their
all
end. Now get the
right there.
offense rolling, put up some points on the scoreboard, and then you could really get dangerous in this ballgame.
That is ultimate disrespect.
To throw, it's Raiola. Dances away. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him. They're going to keep this drive going. You'll have to make a play on.
Let it go. No. Let it go, man. Let it go. Because, buddy, that's it. No, but you spit on me. Fuck all
Quarterback
that.
checking off.
What happened?
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Moves away as he feels pressure. And that pass is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. At the 20. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Panthers. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There's nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone. Eyes get big as saucers. Go jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
He's a pasta.
Fair catch called for and made. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Taking it. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
You start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go, you on the sideline, you in the game.
Second and 10 here. To the air, it's Lagway. Gets it out fast. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a second time in this one. The option look. Now the toss. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. The Buckeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Bust through behind his pad. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, going up top. He's moving out of the pocket. At his 35, he's got room. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
That shows a lot.
It's the same ones who be talking crazy. It will always get their ass every single time.
Make a really good throw here to go
Every
get this first.
fucking
Hey, if
time.
it's not there, you don't got to force the issue. You're good enough.
Every fucking time
defense
they
is
get their
all over the
ass.
quarterback,
Every single
and
time.
down he goes.
It's such an advantage for a defense when you can add to your pass rush by blitzing guys, but especially
Why
when
won't
you've
you
got a
ever come
middle
run up in my
linebacker
face
like
like you? I
that,
say,
that
please
can
listen to me.
collapse and push the pocket into the lap of the
No, Tia, no, buddy. Tia, no.
And a good job of coverage by that
Tia
defense.
is
Just a short
Tia is a nobody.
He's in the slot this time,
That
but
different.
I'm not
I
gonna
didn't see Tia
stand
fuck
where he's
niggas up.
lined
I watched
so they can
Bianca
double team him,
get
put him in the
dragged
slot,
across
put
the
him
room.
out wide. Either way,
I'm sorry.
find
I
this
can't
guy
take you
early
serious.
and often.
I literally watch you get dragged across the room. I can't take you seriously.
On
I
3rd
really
and
can't.
long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Snagged in the middle. It's Benjamin.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Bitch, you
Nowhere
lit.
to run on that one. He loses 4 on the
Harry,
carry.
you literally
You know,
spat.
defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Exactly.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Jordan. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take
For
the
your
penalty.
safety.
FIU set up with another 1st down. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And that ball is picked off. Got some room to run. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take
I just baptized the bitch.
Stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Makes the grab. It's Jordan. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. After that completion, move the chains. Now first down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Zings it complete to the right. Across the 25, he's got room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. A first down run on the doorstep. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
You know, not a lot of space down here on the goal line when you're trying to run the football. You might want to think about going to the perimeter or maybe throwing it next time.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground right up the gut, looking for 6. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in a position to win.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Ohio State. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. Lining up for the PAT. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff unit about to go to work. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19.
I think it's different. I would go.
The Florida International offense is back on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Alexander. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. They'll throw it on first down. That's caught. It's Alexander. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, you gotta be in jail too, the way you know.
Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Coming after it. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost him.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On second down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. Looking for a crease. It's Judkins. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They're facing a third down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He makes the catch. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. And the Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10.
What the? Why? What's going on?
He wants to throw. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. The kickoff team out there and ready to go.
So let me understand this. Erica's the same age as me. So they started dating when they were like 13, 14?
From inside the 15, here's the return.
There's no way, bro.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative and play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back
but that's
in
a
his
part
hands
of
and
marriage,
do
bro.
his thing.
Like, it's going to be ups
And
and
the
downs.
quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to
I
them
don't know,
multiple
bro.
times.
If he
in
hasn't
this
cheated
game.
or
So
done
there you are,
anything
you're
like that,
trailing
I
in
don't
the
even
game.
know.
Defense knows you're going
That's
to
it.
throw it. They're
Like,
pinning
there's
their
gotta be
ears
ups
back.
and downs.
You
Like, people
can't feel
just so
very
quick to
confident.
give up.
And it's
And it's
picked
likely.
off for the 4th time today. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Ohio State. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positive.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion.
I feel like everyone
Their front
has
seven has dominated this entire game.
Like, I need to hear every woman.
Hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you. Put up a bunch of points and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us from here for Jesse Pop.
Okay, everything in. My anxiety and the library. Come on, baby, do your thing. Lord, please, please, please don't take away my anxiety. You heard that song? Really? Oh, please, please, please take away my anxiety. Do the library. Come on, baby. Oh, please, please, please take away my anxiety. Plus finance. Oh, really? Hey, look at that. Hey, well, hey, look at that. So did he recently just do something, or is like this just built up? So they're just going to keep everything 50-50 and just put it. Cheapers, bro. They just separate because, bro, getting divorced expensive. I forgot. That's what my mom. You see something prenup? Because that would be. Investments. Take away my anxiety. Oh. Yeah. Remember. Yeah. Oh, of course. Ready to start the show?